Because Rule No does have a sub, and let's go ahead and talk about that really quick here as we get all of the players in. Rule No having a substitution here. We're still going to see Rex and Liska, but Marshmallow Derp going to be in for Rule No for the rest of the day today. Teams are only allowed one switch out per day. Once a sub is in, they cannot leave for the rest of the day, and unfortunately, Aerolax had some stuff to do for college, so he's going to be on the sidelines for the rest of the day, praying that his team can win this. Meanwhile, Marshmallow going to come in and try to recreate the performance from earlier.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be a big shift, right? Because we saw Aerolax kind of being a big proponent of a lot of the play, but Liska, I will say, did step up a huge amount this series, providing a lot of value for the side of Rule No just throughout the entire series. Just played fantastic. So hoping to see that supplemented this series as well. But they have a tall mountain to climb when you're looking at IBuyFursuits. A crazy team here. They've been pretty much near the top of the standings. They brought Black Bunny to the limit during the midseason tournament and actually took it, if I remember correctly. So definitely going to be a crazy good series from both sides. But you take a look at IBuyFursuits again. Big plays on the side of Golden Van and Korup. Just look at that MVP percent from the side of Korup. 40% is just unbelievable. Just those stats are just insane.
Yeah, and to reiterate on this team, we talked about it all season long, but this team is not the original team from IBuyFursuits. It used to be Korup, Heavenly, and Melon, and then Melon left the server, and Heavenly just wasn't working out on the squad, so Korup made a little bit of a switch as the manager and picked up Golden and Van, and since then, they've been on a tear, getting all the way from like 7th in the standings all the way to 2nd. They've had quite a run ahead of them. However, they did just recently lose to Rule No just last week. However, that was with Aerolax on the squad. And we're going to have to see if they can recreate that.
Yeah, I think it's going to be super interesting. Both of these teams have had quite the story, quite the rise from the beginning to now, and we get to see that culminate in the playoffs. And, you know, like we've said, these standings don't really show much anymore. We've seen both of these series, right? A lot of people probably thinking that these were going to be quick 3-0s, 3-1s. Everything has went the distance so far, and I'm hoping this one does the same. Now, if I have to, I'm going to play spoiler, and I think that Rule No takes this one in 5. But man, I don't know if I can take another five-game series. I don't know if my heart can take it.
This one's a tough one, and I mean, I believe in full squads here. I don't want to play Rule No in the lower, so I'm going to predict them winning here just for that. But it is going to be a tough job. Aerolax has really done a lot for the team, and to not have him on the squad, replacing him with somebody that might not have the chemistry that Aerolax has with his squad might just be too much for Rule No to handle, especially against this aggressively heavy team that is IBuyFursuits. But guys, you put your predictions in the chat. We put our predictions here on the desk. It's time for our upper bracket semifinals to start, guys, and in just a second, we'll be getting going on that. One other thing I just want to ask is, who do you think is the standout player to watch for on the field today?
I think it's going to be Marshmallow, right? I think you have to see how this sub is going to slot into Rule No. I think you have to see how well they're going to mesh with the team. They clearly played in games before, but I don't know if it's been with this team specifically. So it's going to be super interesting to see how well they're able to fill in the gap that Aerolax left. Because like I said, I think Aerolax was probably the biggest proponent of their offense in their first series. But I think Liska has done a great job of stepping up, that we at least saw in their first series. Hopefully he can continue that momentum into this one as well. And yeah, I'd say the highlight player for me to look out for is going to be the substitute in the form of Marshmallow.
All right, guys. Well, good news, everybody. We are ready to go ahead with our semifinals. So here we go. The first semifinal of the day in the upper bracket. It's going to be IBuyFursuits versus Rule No for a spot in Championship Sunday. The stakes couldn't be higher right now. Let's get on into it.
Yeah, that's a big point, right? If you win you do not have to play again today. So that is a big motivator, right? If you're the side of IBuyFursuits, you win this series, you are done. You don't have to play 2, you don't have to play 3. You are just done until tomorrow. And that could be a big boost for them going forward, as they already got this first round bye. So we'll see how they can perform this game. And so far, it's been pretty even, as Marshmallow going to pop this one center. Corrupt, though, going to be ready for it. That's a shot, but Rex can have no problem finding that one. That's one, but Vayne going to kick this one off to the side, maybe, but Marshmallow going to beat him to the punch. Liska going to pop this one to the side here. Is Goldman going to clear this one away and buy IBuyFursuits some time? Corrupt Golden, that's an open net! An early start for IBuyFursuits. That's a great setup from Corrupt there to give it to Golden for that first goal.
And a really good job from IBuyFursuits to do this. Oh, and we actually have a problem here. The server is wrong. So we do need to reset here. So give us a second. We do need to reset because this is the wrong server.
Okay, so we are going to reset.
Yeah, it is against the rules. We did have the wrong server, guys. So, NA production aside, you guys know how it is. We're gonna just reset really quickly. You know how it is. You press a button on it. One second.
We're gonna work through this real quick.
Yep, but yeah, no, you click a button multiple times and it says Europe on the screen, but then you get an EU server, or you get an NA server. So that's not how this thing is supposed to go. Either way, guys, we are gonna get back into this really quickly. So now we are on the correct server. We have checked it and made sure, so we should be good going into this one. And unfortunately, that goal is not going to stand for these guys, but everybody has checked. The servers are right. And we should be ready for this game number 1. And yeah, once again, a lot on the line with this match here.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be a very hard-fought series from both sides. We got kickoff underway here. Rex going to have a first touch. Might have 2. Does have 2, but can't find the shot. As Korup going to bounce this one away. Marshmallow Derp going to find a touch here. That's an open ball in front of their net, but Rex able to clear that one away. And so far, all even here in the beginning. No breakout offense. No goal. As Liska going to find it, but Vayne actually going to whiff. This could be bad for the side of IBuyFursuits, but no offense coming out from the side of Rule No. No boost left in the tank, as Rex going to have not the greatest touch here. Is Corrupt going to leave this one for Vayne. Vayne going to have a shot, finds it, but Derp, what a save. And Liska with the clear. Great time for a counterattack on the side of Rule No. But yeah, so far overall, pretty quiet.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we have seen a bit of aggression from IBuyFursuits, which they are known for, but they're also playing a little bit more patient than usual. I assume because we are on EU servers to start, they don't want to let any silly goals go in. But Corrupt gonna try and get a goal of his own, gets it past Liska, but Rex will be on the back line. Now it's time for Vayne to come in and almost gets the double tap down. Marshmallow Derp will be able to get there for the save, and it's a good start for the start of IBuyFursuits in terms of aggression. And with Rule No, you really have to wonder. They're coming into this with a little bit of momentum from winning their last series in that Game 5. So hopefully you'd think that they could bring some extra pressure with that, as they look for it right there. Marshmallow Derp with the shot, and Vayne going to be able to put that away. Now Vayne with the touch. Not going to be able to get past Liska. And also, this is the first time I think I've ever seen Vayne playing the breakout. So, interesting choice there. Marshmallow had a chance at a shot and just whiffs it. Not going to be able to get that one back, unfortunately, for Rule No. However, they do stay in the attacking third. And with 2 minutes gone, still tied in the game.
Just an awkward touch there from Marshmallow. Really was hoping to drag that along the sidewall, but Liska almost had a surprise shot out of nowhere. And I think, like you said, you know, they have a lot of momentum on the side of Rule No. They're already warmed up. They just played a 5-game series, right, a couple hours ago. So they are pretty warm. compared to IBuyFursuits here coming in pretty cold, as that's almost a shot from Golden. Not quite able to put it away here. It's just over halfway through this game. We are still tied 0-0 here. Who is going to find that breakout opportunity? That is the million-dollar question here. Is Rex going to dribble this one? No, it goes center. That's a floater. That might be dangerous. Marshmallow, though, able to clear it away. And dangerous touches here from the side of Rule No. They may come back and get punished for it soon, but that won't happen quite yet, as we almost get a demo from the side of Marshmallow here. Liska off the ceiling, manages to find it, but right into the waiting arms of Cora. Full tank of gas here, has the flip. Nice pinch, and that's going to be goal number 1 for IBuyFursuits. What a play, using every single ounce of that boost to get that one in.
And I think they're going to be satisfied with that being their first goal instead of the one on the wrong server, as they still get that one. And what an excellent show of mechanics there from Corrupt, getting that ground pinch down, and just no one there for Rule No to be able to save that sort of shot. And that's what we always see from IBuyFursuits, is that they're super aggressive, super in your face. And it's going to be very tough for this Rule No squad to be able to deal with that, especially seeing that they aren't really a huge defensive-minded team. In fact, when they were at the start of the league, honestly, was not the best look for them. So I like that more of attacking play style that they have now, but they're really going to have to try and bring that to this game, and quick, as they only have a minute 25 to try and tie this one up. Meanwhile, Van just going to pop this up high for Golden, and Golden gets to clear out.
Yeah, and demos like that certainly not going to help Rule No's case, right? They're kind of getting their script flipped on them. They are the ones generally being very aggressive, going for those demos. And now we're seeing IBuyFursuits getting some pretty crucial demos at certain points of the game here. But a minute left, you need to start thinking about how you can make some more aggressive plays on offense. That's a nice drop ball down, but Vayne ready for that save. Awkward ball for Lishka here. Gonna have to go off the ceiling, finds the touch. And that ball will roll to Vayne once again. That's a backboard ball. It's an opportunity. No one's up from the side of Rule No, and that ball's just going to go in the back of the net. Korup with the nice lead.
And IBuyFursuits showing why they are that second seed in this tournament. Doesn't matter if they're on EU servers. They're still going to play as aggressive as ever, and that's just an excellent bump play coming out from IBuyFursuits, using Rule No's own medicine against them. And if you guys remember correctly, last week, the last game that IBuyFursuits lost was in turn, it was because of a lot of these demos. And I think that IBuyFursuits has a little bit of a grudge, and they're just going to put another one in.
Yeah, and I mean, they're clearly coming out here with a point to prove in game number 1 here. It's 3-0, right? We're seeing 10 shots on the side of IBuyFursuits compared to just 4 from Rule No. Marshmallow hanging in there as best he can. But Corrupt having a great start here with 2 goals. And Vayne with that savior at 3. But so far, not seeing much of that aggressive offense that we saw in Rule No's last series here with 24 seconds left. This game's pretty much over, but you're hoping for a consolation goal or 2 going into game 2.
Yeah, Rule No definitely needs some momentum going into that game 2. Just anything that can give them a little bit of hope going into the series. They definitely did not want to start this one losing 3-0. Never feels good, especially when having to get a sub in for their first game as well. But unfortunately, this is going to drop to the ground, and IBuyFursuits going to take that first game in a dominant fashion.
Yeah, and I mean, like we talked about, you know, that goal differential is actually going to be important this game as these server swaps keep happening. You know, if they go to a game 4, game 5, right, these goal differentials early are going to matter a lot. So good, dominant showing from IBuyFursuits in the beginning here to go up 3-0 in this game number 1, but definitely setting the tone. And I think hopefully Rule No has shaken off the rust with Marshmallow as the sub.
Yeah, and we started this off kind of slow with both of these teams playing pretty good defense, but it just seemed like eventually it got a little bit too much for Rule No, and that pinch right there from Corrupt, that's kind of what broke the ice, so to speak, for this IBuyFursuits squad. They just seem to start popping off after that. And that's something that you see a lot coming from this squad. Once they get a couple of good goals in, the momentum really starts picking up for this team, and they are scary when you see them like that. And seeing that Rule No was unable to shut them out here, it's definitely going to be a little bit more of a tough game going into the NA servers for these guys.
Yeah, I think they really need to start developing a plan of attack on how they want to approach this very, honestly, aggressive matching play style that IBuyFursuits is bringing to the table. You know, these demos, they need to start coming out. They need to start disrupting these rotations, because that's where a lot of their offenses come from. And like I said, you know, all eyes are going to be on Marshmello to see how he can slot into this rotation. And so far, it has not looked the best for Rule No, but hopefully they can turn it around here in game number 2.
Yeah, I'm hoping so, as we are just waiting for the game to start. And here we go, guys. Game number 2, IBuyFursuits won that first one in a sweep, but let's see what Rule No can bounce back with. If you remember correctly, Genopause did also beat Rule No in that first game. However, this is not how Rule No want to keep this going. Vayan with an excellent touch, having all the control here. And this is kind of what you've expected to see from IBuyFursuits in this game.
Yeah, just unbelievable. That's a great flip reset. Gets all 4 wheels on that ball, holds that flip, and just a nice, powerful shot to send that one in. Early 1-0 lead. And Rule No going to have to find a way to balance out against mechanics like that.
And Liska, unfortunately, not able to get the touch. Marshmello has to get a crucial one, maybe looking for the Psycho read coming off of that. And Golden going to be the only one to pick this up. Goes past Corrupt. Interesting bounce coming out there. And unfortunately for IBuyFursuits, not able to attack here. Liska with a really nice touch over to the attacking third of IBuyFursuits' side. But they're not really able to do much with it. And Corrupt able to easily clear it out. Now Marshmello going to be in that back line trying to push forward. And this is something that I really want to look at in terms of Marshmello coming in as a sub. Erlax usually plays more of the role of like communicator in the squad. He kind of helps push his teammates forward a lot of the time and lets them know when they need to go. I don't necessarily know what Marshmello's playstyle is, if he's going to be able to do the same. However, it's looking just great for Liska, as they're going to get the first one for Rule No on the board.
I mean, just a great setup from Marshmello, right? Finding that read, making that ball awkward for the defense. And I mean, almost a beautiful save from Vayne, but thankfully Liska able to stay with that ball and put that one away to tie this one up 1-1. Just great, much better offense showing from Rule No than we saw last game.
Now Vayne off the sidewall. Golden can't get the touch. It's going to be awkward for IBuyFursuits, but unfortunately no one there to capitalize. And it's just going to be cleared. Now Van with an opportunity to Golden, and it's going to go in. And IBuyFursuits get the lead back quickly.
Yeah, I mean, just again, Vayne being a huge component of this offense, setting up shots, getting nice shots, just all over the field so far. And that's a great setup for Golden and a great shot from Golden himself to bring this goal, or bring this margin back up to 1 for the side of IBuyFursuits. Because remember, still a best of 5, so if they win this game, they are on series point.
Yeah, and with it going straight to the upper finals, going straight into the best of 7s championship Sunday, the pressure couldn't be higher for these teams right now, as they want to get this as quick as possible. But just looks like this is the IBuyFursuits show in this series in particular. Corrupt has been doing a really good job at putting on his shots, and Vayan, as you said, really been holding the team together in terms of assists and goals as well. And that's what you kind of expect to see from them. Meanwhile, another shot coming through. Rex will be there for the save, but they're going to need to start trying to push forward. We usually like to see Rule No go for those counterattacks, but just seems like IBuyFursuits might be rotating out a little bit too cleanly for those counterattacks to come forward as a squad for Rule No. And we're just going to have to see how they can adapt, especially being on these NA servers. Obviously, every single player is going to have a disadvantage on this server, unlike with Erlax on the squad, who would at least have that one player who's got that solid ping. Obviously, IBuyFursuits still struggle in EU as well, but we saw what happened last game for that. So if Rule No cannot come back here, it doesn't really bode well for them in the series.
Yeah, and I mean, just you saw there, Rule No just trying to find something, couldn't find any of those demos, and again get punished with that open net. Just kidding, Vayne can't find it, he doesn't have enough boost. Gorup gonna try and put this one away. He has enough boost, but it's off the crossbar and down. Unbelievable, and Rex might get a free shot here, but Vayne thankfully is back for IBuyFursuits. What on earth was that sequence?
And I liked what I saw from Rule No there at the end of that with Rex just taking the shot immediately. Yes, it was an easy save by Van, but you still made them make sure that they couldn't rotate anywhere. They had to stay in position, and that's allowing this offense to come out. And Liska gonna take advantage, tying up the game with 1:30 left.
That's exactly what they have to do. If they can't beat them in the air, beat them on the ground, and that's a great demo from Rex to set up Liska for that easy play. All three players from Rule No getting involved and tying up the game at 2-all with 1:30 left. What a play, what a sequence from Rule No.
And Rule No gonna be so hungry for this win. They want to tie up this series. They do not want match point to be so close already. But Corrupt gonna try their best to make it happen. Marshmallow will be there, but Corrupt gets the touch. It's almost an own goal, and now no one from IBuyFursuits can put it in. Scrambling on the Rule No back line as Rex misses a touch. Marshmallow up to Liska, but no boost on any of the Rule No players except Rex. And now IBuyFursuits can push. The counterattack style that Rule No is so known for. IBuyFursuits can do it 2 times better if they're playing their game. And it looks like that might just happen. Vivian gonna get the shot. 49 seconds left and Rule No down by 1 again.
All three Rule No players on the same side of the ball. It spells disaster as Rex can't find that 50-50. They were really banking on that. Just couldn't find the 50-50. And with that, IBuyFursuits gonna be up 3-2 here with 50 seconds left. Still a decent amount of Rocket League left to play, but Corrupt gonna dribble this one down all the way down the field, takes it coast to coast. But Marshmallow able to find a save barely at the crossbar, as he will be demoed for his troubles once again, as Rule No just starving for boost here as all their boost gets taken. Marshmallow has to go for that corner. Thankfully clears it away. Liska unable to, actually does get that corner, as he gets a nice 50. But Vayne ready. Corrupt already in the air. That's a nice pitch, but no shot to be had. And if you're the side of IBuyFursuits, killing time is all you care about. These boomer balls draining precious seconds off the clock here. 7-6, 5 seconds left to go here, and that's gonna be it with a dagger goal from Vayne, putting them up 2 with 2 seconds left. IBuyFursuits gonna be up in this series 2-0 with match point on the line for game 3.
And unfortunately, just have to push out if you're Rule No there. You have to try and look for something. But unfortunately for the squad, the only thing that's found is a goal in the back of their net from Vayan, because who else would it be? And as this ball hits the ground, they're going to try for one more. But IBuyFursuits looking at match point and Championship Sunday on the horizon.
Yeah, and I mean, they go back to EU, so this might be what they're looking for the side of Rule No, but you can really feel that loss of Airlax for the side of Rule No. They just look a little bit, you see a lot of double commits from Rule No. We're seeing them kind of feel a little bit out of place. Trying their best, but unfortunately this IBuyFursuits offense has just been so aggressive and efficient with the ball. It's just been hard for them to defend against it.
Yeah, and we kind of thought that this might happen with a sub coming in. It's just very hard to coordinate exactly what you want to do when you've played with someone else for so long, and then out of nowhere just one other person has to come in and try to take up that spot. Along with that, Marshmallow does not have the same exact play style as Airlax, and Airlax really did make that team a bit more offensive heavy. Meanwhile, Rule No playing a little bit farther back this series, so you can tell that the sub-in has had a little bit of an impact. They are playing a little bit scared of the offense, I'd say. Not necessarily scared, but like they just aren't pushing up as far as they would be with Airlax on the squad. And they really just need to kind of buckle down and figure out where they can push and get these goals that they desperately need against IBuyFursuits, because these guys are goal-scoring machines.
Yeah, it's just been so efficient from the side of IBuyFursuits, and they just look all hands on deck. I got a join server error. Interesting. I don't know if anyone else is in, but
only looks like some people are in. Oh, they're starting to join.
Okay, we might just have to redo because I joined party match. Let's see if that works. But while we get in, you know, like I said, series point for IBuyFursuits. This could be a very drastic departure from what we saw in the past with the, you know, these first 2 series going to 5. This one could be a very quick and decisive 3-0 sweep if Rule No does not turn up the heat here. But we shall see as we start trickling people in.
Yeah, I think we need to do a quick server reset. Because it's not working for everybody. Unless everybody does show up. No, I think people are leaving, so... Oh, no, everybody's here. Let me check if we're good. I think we will be good to go with game 4. We are on EU, so this should be correct. All right, so let's just get this game underway. Everybody's joining, and the stakes could not be higher right now for IBuyFursuits and for Rule No here, as both of these teams looking for the win. IBuyFursuits looking for the sweep here to start off the semifinals. Meanwhile, Rule No just trying to stay alive in this match. Loser of this match has to go down to the lower bracket and play against none other than Fox Clan. And that's going to be a tough match for both teams, whoever loses here. So we're just going to have to see how this plays out. Meanwhile, Rex going to look for this shot. It's not going to be strong enough, and Golden's going to have that off to the side. Now Liska with possession. Corrupt can't get the touch. Rex is up for the pre-jump, but he was up a little bit too fast, not able to find it, and Van keeps the goal clear. We stay tied, but Marshmallow Derp will be there and gets the first Rule No.
That's that offense we need to see out of Marshmallow, right? We talked about how Airlax is such a crucial part of this Rule No offense, and Marshmallow had big shoes to fill here, and that's a great play. Great heads-up awareness to cut off that rotation and look for that shot there. Just Corrupt, unfortunately unable to recover in time for that aerial. Good try, though. We'll give credit where credit is due. But that is going to be an early lead for Rule No, and that's exactly what they needed here in Game 3.
Now Marshmallow, once again, doesn't have any boosts. They can't really take the ball much farther than they did. However, they're trying to keep that aggressive line up far in the IBuyFursuits half. But it's not going to work out. There's a little bit of an overextension, and Corrupt will take any chance that he can.
Yeah, I mean, just really unfortunate for the side of Rule No, right? We talked about this in their first series about how they tend to over push on their offensive rotations with those demos, how usually picking up the slack, but this game, IBuyFursuits has done a great job of avoiding those demos and punishing that, like we just saw right there with the open goal. Oh, nice dunk! But unfortunately not able to finish for the side of Corrupt there. Marshmallow off the ceiling here, has some time, pops it right to Vayne, though. That's a whiff. That's 2. Marshmallow Derp, thankfully, full tank of boost here in the corner, as he's off his own corner here. Misses the flick, though. This could be dangerous. Corrupt gonna bang this one to the other side here. Gonna do a little switcheroo on the side of Rule 1, or Rule No for their defense. Marshmallow Derp gonna get beat here on the 50. That's a read. Corrupt can't quite find the backboard. Vayne, that's a slow roller, but no can do on the side of IBuyFursuits. Rule No defense holds for now, but you start to wonder, will it crack here? Will it break? That's a whiff from the side of Corrupt, but Vayne unable to find a great shot as 3 Rule No members jump for that ball. Liska, though, able to battle for that corner boost. That may be some of the reprieve that they need here to find an angle. But Liska going to be on the back foot once again here from the side. Vayne, that's a nice ball up the corner, though. Corrupt can't find the shot. Corrupt again, unfortunately, cannot find the goal here as we remain 1-1 with 2:40 left in this game. Like we said, if Rule No doesn't win this game, they will be sent down the lowers. Well, they will play Fox Clan later tonight. Tournament life on the line for either of those teams, whoever ends up down there. As Liska going to try and leave this one for Marshmallow. Marshmallow has a shot, finds a goal. Back corner, what a play. And a playmaker for Liska. Oh, just kidding, that's a low 5, not a playmaker.
Marshmallow, that's a really nice shot. Just noticing Corrupt just a little bit awkward on that touch off the back wall. Is able to slot that into the back of the net. Definitely showing that Rule No is not without fight here. And they're going to try and continue this on as far as they can. Now,
oh, that was a really nice pump too.
Oh, it was really close. Now, Rule No on the attacking third. Once again, Marshmallow Derp a little bit far back, but we'll be able to get the back pass from Liska here and tries to keep it up in that attacking third. Now, Liska with 1 touch, but it's only going to go as far as the IBuyFursuits defense. And Marshmallow Might just be stalling for time a little bit, but there's not... I feel like it's too soon in the game to be doing that. You still have 1:45 where you're going to need to protect that net. That demo going to come in crucial. And now Rex just going to put this down. Van dunked by Marshmallow. And Corrupt is going to try and move this out, but another miss. Golden can't get the touch. And Rex is going to put them up by 2.
That's a crucial go-ahead goal. Nice shot from Rex there off the side. Just a nice little floater. Golden just stood still, not able to take that momentum to catch that ball. And if I am Rule No, I'm taking that every day of the week. That's a crucial 2-goal buffer here with 1:30 to go. And this IBuyFursuits offense surprisingly tamed this game. Rule No may have found the strategy to deal with this aggressive offense.
The real question is, if it works in this game, will it work in Game 4 when you're on NA servers and everybody is going to have ping advantage? That's bad. And Marshmallow barely able to save that one away. That was close, but now Van looking for another, and Van's going to find it. Excellent pass from Corrupt. IBuyFursuits only down by 1 now.
You worry, will Rule No get a little too complacent? Will they start playing a little too scared to try and hold on to this lead? That's a nice setup, nice shot from Vane here. A minute left. They're still up by 1, so that second goal buffer definitely coming in clutch here. The question is, can they hold on? That's a nice touch from Rex. Marshmallow, though, no boost. Just going to have to opt to bang this one away, but no one on the side of IBuyFursuits there to catch it. And that ball will roll into their corner here. Liska needs some boost on the side of Rule No. Manages to grab that side boost. Not the greatest. Flick actually messes up with their teammate there. Marshmallow going to have to scramble back and try and find a 50 here. Can Rule No slow the ball down? That's the name of the game. Can they kill more time off this clock? Or are IBuyFursuits going to potentially bring this to overtime?
With 30 seconds left, every touch is going to be crucial, and that one from Rex is the worst touch he could have got. Marshmallow dirt to Liska, and that's going to be a save that Rule No is going to love to see. Meanwhile, IBuyFursuits, they still have time to put pressure on, and we know that this squad can shoot from anywhere, as another shot might come out, but Liska will be there for the clear. All they need to do now is keep the ball on this side, put it down at 0 seconds, and they can take this game number 3. Now Van trying to keep it up. Corrupt double commits with it, though.
No boost.
Liska gets the 50. It's going to be falling, but can they keep it up? It's going to hit the corner. And Van keeps it up. Now Marshmallow has to put this down and does so. And Rule No taking game number 3. And we have a series on our hands.
They're not out quite yet. And that's a big win for Rule No on EU. But now we have to go back to NA where they will be back at the disadvantage. We'll see. That's a close game for Rule No. And so far, I believe IBuyFursuits definitely has the goal advantage in differential. So push comes to shove, they will have the NA server advantage. So as I back out of the lobby here, a much better showing from Rule No, that is for sure. They looked much more comfortable on offense that game, and we finally started to see those demos starting to come out.
Yeah, and as you were saying, for goal differential, IBuyFursuits up by 4 right now. So if Rule No want to choose the server for Game 5, they need to win by at least 4 goals, and that only gives them a coin flip. They have to win by 5 if they want to make sure that they get that choice guaranteed, which is going to be a tough task with this IBuyFursuits squad. But they did a really good job at shutting them down, at least for the first half and into most of this game. However, there are a couple of spots that you just see them playing too far back, and you gotta wonder if that's going to plague them in this game number 4.
I absolutely could see a world where that happens, right? And I mean, I think a big question is, do you think IBuyFursuits bounces back as quickly as, you know, they seemed very comfortable in games 1 and 2 and got a little disrupted here in game number 3 with these demos. Can they go back to that form of dodging those demos that Rule No is throwing out, and can they start capitalizing on it once again?
Yeah, for sure. And we're gonna have to see going into game number 4. Are we going to get another game 5 today, or are we done with this with the Champions Field for now, at least in this series, as game 4 underway? Liska going to save this one off to the side immediately, as you saw IBuyFursuits Golden, or no, it was Corrupt, already up for that shot. And now a demo coming out from Vayan, and that's not what you want to see for Rule No if you want to take this to a Game 5. You're going to have to be able to dodge those demos very effectively if you want to take this one. Now, Marshmallow Derp to Rex. Rex misses the ball. Lipska gets the shot, but Golden will be able to save that on the back line. And that was a close one for IBuyFursuits. They almost let that get away from them.
Awkward ball, though. Lipska, thankfully, going to be able to find Rex there. Marshmallow going to have a full tank of gas. Not able to find two. Just kidding, I lied. He did find a second one, but just ended up flying across the net here. As Rex found another one. That's an open net, potentially. Liska, though, going to find a 50. This could be good for Corrupt. Unfortunately, can just only drop it here. As Marshmallow going to have one. Golden going to find the read. No, that's going to be a free ball, but Vayne thankfully able to cover it up quickly for IBuyFursuits. Rex, that's not the greatest touch. It could be awkward for Liska. Liska going to pop this one in the air for Marshmallow. Marshmallow going to get met. That's a straight shot for Golden, though. Golden not able to quite find the angle. As Liska able to clear this one out and at least buy some time for Rule No to breathe. Marshmallow going to opt to take that mid boost, which fair enough, fair play. As Rex going to get this one to Golden. Vayne going to pop this one center, though, into the waiting arms of Liska on the side of Rule No. And so far, Rex might have a play here. That's a great dunk, but Golden gonna miss the 50 off the oh my gosh, off the backboard. Not off the front. Not off the front, off the backboard. And that is gonna be Rule No taking goal number 1 in game number 4. I swear I'm not out of it. And so far, Rule No, again, looking like they did in game 3, much more confident on the offensive side of the ball, going for those demos, going for the disruptions. That's what you want to see.
But on the same time for IBuyFursuits, we're seeing a lot of misplays happen as well. I've seen in the last couple of games, specifically Corrupt, backflipping past the ball on multiple occasions, and Rule No has just been doing really good at taking advantage of that. Marshmallow going in for the fake, and unfortunately Rex not able to get the shot on target. But you can see like the boost going down for all of IBuyFursuits, but unfortunately Vayne going to get a goal, and it's a little bit of a it's a great pass from Corrupt there, actually, I gotta say.
I really wonder if that ball was going to go in regardless of Rex's help there, because it might have been one of those like bar down, it goes in, but hard to say, hard to tell. But just a 1-2-3, all 3 players of IBuyFursuits getting involved on that offensive play, and just a great play all around.
But another miss for Corrupt here off the kickoff. Liska can't get the second touch though. And IBuyFursuits going to be able to move back into the Rule No half. Now Rex with a good touch, but it only goes out to Golden. And we're seeing a lot of this boom ball coming out from Rule No. And that's not what you want to see, as Corrupt's going to get another shot on net. And IBuyFursuits up by 1.
Yeah, I mean, just a great heads-up play. Vayne, nice pass to Corrupt. Again, we saw this dynamic duo over and over again throughout this series. And now once again find each other for that 1-goal buffer, a crucial 1-goal buffer. That could decide the series, but Rule No, if they have anything to say about it, they'll be back on offense very soon, and that's a great dunk from Rex to start it off.
Oh, and that's the shot. Liska's going to immediately get that one, and Rex, 200 IQ play there, going for the bump on Corrupt on the sidewall. Just make sure that there's no chance of him getting that clear, and Liska's going to tie that one up real quick with a well-played shot.
Yeah, just a beautiful heads-up play there. Like we said, Rule No known for their demos, known for their aggressive play, and Rex showing why there. That's a great disruptor coming off of that rotation, offensive rotation here. As IBuyFursuits looking to see if they can find that buffer once again. Again, you know, series point for IBuyFursuits still. That's a whiff, though. That's open net. That's going to be a goal, and they get their buffer back. That's an unfortunate series of events for the side of Rule No. Just unfortunate whiff there, and Vayne going to take that one to the house every time.
And that's just, as you said, it's an unfortunate whiff. He goes up for that one, not able to get the touch, and Vayne just has an easy dribble, no one else in the back line. And that's just something that we've talked about time and time again with Rule No. They just push up a little bit too far that one time. And when you're a top seed in the league, you know that you're going to be able to take advantage of that, as IBuyFursuits are. You can't be making these mistakes in the game number 4 of a semifinals here against the top squad. But now they're going to have to try and come back, and they've done so multiple times today. Now Marshmallow to Liska. Liska doesn't get a great touch. It goes straight to Golden. And Corrupt able to clear that one out. Rex, no boost in the tank. He does get that save, though. But Vayan gets the shot off of the demo. And IBuyFursuits up by 2.
Yeah, I mean, Rex getting a taste of his own medicine there. Goes for the save. Corrupt just barrels him out of the way and gives Vayan a free shot. That's a hat trick for Vayan this game. 4-2 here on the side of IBuyFursuits. And a nice, comfortable 2-goal buffer with 1:20 left.
Now Liska has to win this challenge and does so. Not able to get the read. Marshmallow and Liska both up. Liska's just wasting boost trying to get back. And they're just going to have to play this defensively for a second, but they seem to be scrambling on this back line. Maybe it's a confidence thing, maybe it's something else, but Corrupt almost getting a 5th goal for IBuyFursuits, but with half a minute left. With only a minute left, IBuyFursuits need to move forward now, and this is the only opportunity they're going to have. Marshmallow Derp needs to get up in the air, but Corrupt gets the beat. And Liska has no boost. Has to get the 50 on Golden and does so, but Rex picks up that corner. Liska's going to be without boost for a little while here. Has to pick up some pads. And Marshmallow can get a clear out as far as Rex. 30 seconds left. And Liska needs the shot right here. It's going to be wide. And no one able to move forward for Rule No. And that might be it. Too little time remaining for Rule No to come back in this game. Another demo on the back line already secured it. Now the ball bouncing down. Liska can't get the touch, and I think that's going to be it, Viper.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. 5 seconds left here. That ball is going to bounce off the side, and we are going to have a Fox Clan versus Rule No match in the lower bracket to see which team keeps their tournament hopes alive. And IBuyFursuits moving on to Championship Sunday, where they will wait and see who their opponent will be. As I believe our next match will be that match opponent. It'll be Kitten Corp versus Black Bunny for our next series. But for now, Rule No will be moving down to that lower bracket to face off against Fox Clan later today.
And guys, it's going to be a caster battle of the century. We were scared that it was going to come to this, and indeed it does. It's going to be me versus Rex in the lower bracket. Winner moves on to championship.